Child development is imperative to the developing child, as it refers to sequential development of physiological, psychological, and biological changes of a child. Adolescence is one of those periods of child development characterized as a period of transition into maturity, and it refers to children aged 12 to 19. Adolescents face many challenges, and one of those challenges will be our focus, which is autism. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a developmental disorder characterized by social and communication impairments, limited interest, and repetitive behaviors. Some repetitive behaviors include self-simulation, hand flapping, twirling, repeating phrases, manipulating objects, repeatedly pushing buttons, etc. Studies show that both environment and genetics may play a role. Autism affects an estimated 1 in 36 children in the United States. Boys are 4 times more likely to be diagnosed with autism than girls. White and Hispanic children are more likely to receive earlier diagnoses than Black and Asian children. Rates have risen drastically in the past 3 decades, and much of this rise is due to better detection to include increased awareness, screening, some changes in diagnostic criteria, diagnostic services, and better documentation of ASD behaviors. As children with ASD become adolescents and young adults, they may have difficulties developing and maintaining friendships, as well as communicating with peers and adults, or understanding what behaviors are expected in school or on the job. The autistic adolescent has mental health concerns such as anxiety, depression, or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, which occur more often in people with ASD than in individuals without. Rates of dying by suicide are also higher for autistic individuals. These mental health concerns may be due to the stress of trying to navigate a world with a stigmatized identity. Overall, 5% of LGBTQ youth have been diagnosed with autism. Students of color often receive harsher punishments in school for the same behavior when compared to their white counterparts, and are more likely to receive office referrals and exposures from school. So discipline disparities are even more apparent for students with disabilities. Black males from low-income backgrounds receiving special education services are suspended at the highest rates of any student group. Early diagnoses and interventions are key to improving behavioral management, mental health needs, and other needs of the autistic adolescents. Some community services can include Mount Washington Pediatric Hospital, Baltimore City Department of Social Services, as well as Kennedy Krieger. Some activities can include youth community centers, Big Brother, Big Sister programs. Baltimore City offers a multitudinous of services for individuals with special needs, but there are limited to no services for the inclusion of individuals with autism. As an urban social worker, it would be my obligation to advocate for the inclusion of services for autistic individuals with community activities. Additionally, as an urban social worker, I would serve as a liaison for connecting families with community services that would meet the needs of the youth as well as the family. My name is Lacey Copeland, and I am an MSW student at Morgan State University.